Hello everyone, I'm Ali Behruz, undergraduate student from Shahroud University of Technology, and my field is material science and engineering. Today we are going to talk about two items. Number one is how to draw direction of atoms, and number two is how to determine indices. Before we start, I want to say that we are going to have two videos. This is the first video. In the first video, we are telling the rules and solve some questions. But in the second video, we are going to solve various questions, because by solving various questions you will be understand these two items, how to draw directions and how to determine indices easily, and after that you will be able to get a good grade. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comment it below, I will answer it. Thank you for watching this video. Now, unit cell directions. How can I draw direction? And for example, I wanna draw this direction 0, 1, 2. I should know the rules. So what are the rules? The first rule: select origin O at 0, 0, 0, or choose new origin O' and label axis X', Y', and Z' for the unit cell. Number 2, reduce indices to the maximum value of 1 to keep direction O with the unit cell. What does it mean? As you know that the axis for the unit cell is X in Y, Y in Y, Y in 1, and Z in 1. So we should reduce indices to the maximum value of 1. Here we have another example of direction. Let's see. So here, for example, we have this direction. This is 2. This is 2. So because we have these numbers, we should reduce indices to the maximum value of 1. Because of this, we will multiply it at 1.5. So we will draw this direction. And for our example, as you see again, we have 0, 1, it's okay, but we have 2 here. So again, we're going to multiply it for 1.5, and we're going to draw this direction. So let's see the other rules. We are going to locate from the origin at 0, 0, 0 to a position in the unit cell. For example, as I told you here, our direction to draw is 0, so X is 0, plus Y is 1.5, Y is 1.5, and plus Z is 1. We are going to draw like this. And another rule, we have draw direction from 0, 0, 0 to our tip. So let's see the example. So now I'm going to draw this direction. So first I should select the origin. So let's select the origin. This is our origin O, and I should reduce indices to the maximum value of 1. As you see here, we have 2. So for reducing, I will multiply it 1.5, 2, 0, 1, 2. So here we have X, here we have Y, and here we have Z. So it should be 0, it should be 1/2, and it would be 1. So I am going to draw this direction. So I'm going to locating from O to a position, and at the end I should draw the direction. So let's see. From X it's 0, as you see here. So we see that X is 0, Y is 1/2. So if it is, we will mark it like here. And so now we're locating it from O to a position. Now we are here, and then in the Z it's 1, as you see here, it is 1. So we are here, we go 1 to Z, and we should draw the direction. For drawing the direction, we are going to act like this. So this is going our direction. So now we have one important note. For selecting the origin, there is an important rule. If there is a bar over the number x, y, or z, the new origin O' have a 1 in the same. If there is no bar, we will have just O as the origin. So what does it mean? For example, we have 1 bar and 2 bar, and we have 2. Look, because we have bar here, we can select origin as O, and we have bar here. So what can we do? We have to select new origin. So we will have x prime, we will have y prime, and we will have z prime. So as you see, if there is a bar over the number, the new origin have a 1 in the same. So 1 in the same, x prime equal 1, y prime equal 1, and z, it's not have any bar. It doesn't have any bar. So we will just select it as it's, and z prime is equal to 0. It's important. And in the next slide, I will solve more examples, and we will show it in simple cubic. So here we have another examples. We have some directions if we need new origins or not. Let's discuss. For the first one, we have bar from bar over 1, bar over 1. So we have to select new origin. It's going to be 0 is 0, x is 0 itself. For the y we have 1 the same, and the z 1 is the same. For number 2, we don't need new origin because there is no bar over the numbers. And for the next example, as you see, like the first, we have bar over 2 numbers, so we have to select new origin. X is going to be 1, as you see here. Y is going equal to 1 for our new origin, and Z is itself 0. But I want to say that if you have this direction, for example 1 bar, 2 bar, and 2, how is our new origin is going to be? So x is going to be 1 the same, y is going 1 the same, like this. But here we have 2. Here we have 2, and the new origin z in the new origin be equal 0. So this is very important rules. If we have something like 2 or something like 1, so you should be careful. And if here we have 1 in the new origin, it's going to be 0 2. So we discussed this at the last slide. Now let's show it in this cubic. So we have to change the origin because of bar over the 1. So the new origin is x prime, y prime, and z prime, and we're going to have 0. Be careful, I told you, if we have another number here like 2, it's going to be 0 at the new origin. We'll just change the origin if we have bar over the number. I correct this. So let's start. It's going to be, it's equal to 1, it's equal to 1, and let's label the new origin. Choose green. So this is O. So we come 0 from x, 1 from y, and 1 from z. So it is O prime, and for example this is x prime, this is y prime, and this is going to be z prime. For this example, let me try like this. Because we have again bar above two numbers, we have to select new origins: x prime, y prime, and z prime. So x prime is equal to 1, y prime equal to 1, and 0 prime itself is 0. So our new origin is going to be like this. This is O, so we start from here, 1 from x, 1 from y, and this is going to be, for example, O prime, and the origin is going like this. This is x prime, this is y prime, and this is, oh, it's completely, and this is z prime. And because there is no bar for this question, we'll just solve the question or draw direction from the O origin. So how to determine indices? We are going to determine indices. What are the rules? The first rule: create new origin O prime and tail if necessary. Let's see what it is. In the next slide I will explain it with the example. The second rule is label O prime and new axis x prime, y prime, and z prime. Find coordinate from tail at O prime to head of direction x, y, z. Reduce multiplies, eliminate fractions used for negative. It means we should use bar if they're negative over the number. And place into square brackets. So let's see examples. So again, we should create new origins, label the axis, find coordinate from tail, and do something like bar, and at the end we should place brackets. So for example here, let's see what we have to do. The rule 1 told us that we should create new origin if it's necessary. As we see, it's necessary and we should create new origin because the tail is here. So then number 2, it was like we should label the axis, so it will be here like this: x, y, let me change the color, x, y, and it's z. And number 3 is find coordinate from tail to head. So as we see, we have 1x, we have 1x, negative 1y, negative 1y, and we have 1 positive z. So it's going to be like this. And in the 4 we should show it in brackets, and also we should do something like, for example, negative y. So it's going to be like this: 1x, 1 bar y, and 1 z. This was x, y, and z. So we did it. It's very easy, it's very simple. You should just practice it, and you will see that it's very easy to solve these questions. Now let's do this exercise. We are going to draw this direction: 1 bar, 2 bar, and 2. So the first thing, we should select the origin. So I told you the important rule that if we have bar over the number, we have to select new origin. So our new origin is going to be like this. We have 1 in the same, 1 in the same, and we have 0. Z is equal to 0 for our new origin. And this is 1, 2. And The second thing, we are going to label our new origin. So if it's O, so we come 1 1, so our origin is going to be like this. For example, this is X, this is Y, and this is Z. So this is going to be our new origin.